everybody, Invisiblekatana here doing a reaction and review for the Ghost in the Shell second trailer. I know I'm a little behind on this, but I don't typically do reactions, so this is like my reaction day. I just did my Power Rangers video. I got one more reaction I'm going to do after this. But love Ghost in the Shell. Love the trailers that I've been seeing so far. I'm super excited to see this film because it visually looks stunning to me. So I'm excited to get into this, and that's pretty much all there is to it. So that's what we're about to do. Got Adidas up there.
I have been watching you.
Ooh.
You'll have to remember.
I saw someone down there. It wasn't human.
He's a known terrorist.
I'm really loving these visuals, honestly.
They don't just kill them. They hacked into their minds.
He's everywhere and nowhere.
I will find him. And I will kill him.
So this is some stuff we've seen before. Okay, we didn't see that scene before. So I think that's...
I don't remember much. It was fragments. There was an attack. You were dying. We saved you. And now you save others.
Everything they told you.
I like that Spider-Man pose going.
You had a family. Remember that.
But I...
What a beauty you are.
What do you want from me?
They did not save your life. They stole it.
How many were there before me?
You're supposed to have a clean brain. I order you to terminate.
Get to see
They created
the
me.
things. I can't even think what they're called.
Control me.
Well, the spider-looking things. Although they definitely look a lot more tech-based in this. I like that trailer. That was a good trailer. I know I wasn't talking a lot through that one. I tend not to do that for this. It seems to be like the one where I'm just like, I just want to take everything in for this, because not just the visuals, but a lot of what they're saying, because I'm very curious what story we should expect. And based off of this one, it does seem like they're going with the actual story from the original film. That definitely seems to be the route they were going. And I couldn't tell that with the other trailers. I'm like, alright, of course they're doing a lot of the things where it's like, oh, let's take this from like the first Ghost in the Shell, and let's take like the part where she's, I'm assuming that was a stripper pole, the part where she's handcuffed in the red suit, that's from Arise. At least the outfit is. I don't know if that actual scene is or anything. But, you know, we have the different segments and stuff, like the thing they show with like the robot geishas and stuff from Ghost in the Shell anime. So it's like, alright, really couldn't tell which story they were going with. It was like, alright, there's certain elements I see of this story and of that story. Are we doing Laughing Man, stuff like that? But this one seems to be like it's really taking the story of the original film, which also still includes Laughing Man, but we'll see how that plays out. I'm assuming it will. It'll basically just be the original story of the film, which is a classic. They literally remade that movie, I think, 2 separate times or something crazy like that. So it makes sense to take that story. It is considered a classic story. And the visuals, of course, like I said, are really well done. Now, what I was going to talk about during the geisha scene that we didn't have before, at least I don't believe we did, I'm pretty sure it was like in normal speed, and they have the moment after she breaks in, when she's on the wall. I'm pretty sure when they first had that, I think it was in the last trailer, maybe the very, this is the second official trailer, it may have even been in the first teaser or whatever, but the part where she's doing the wall run, I'm pretty sure that was at normal speed before, where it was just like she shot both guys, but in this it's in slow motion, and we see that she's moving at like super speeds, and I love the way they do it too. Like it's almost like a digitized effect with her arm moving, and I love that. Like it's almost an after image sort of effect, but not really, and it's almost like a glitch where she's moving so quickly you can see like the particles a little bit, and I love that. Visually, I think that's really cool. So I hope we get to see that a little bit. Just her with, of course, her enhanced reflexes and stuff. They talk about the family dynamic here and what was happening with her and stuff like that. Got Spider-Man pose. But I like this trailer. I like all the trailers because it's just, I mean, I like Ghost in the Shell, and visually, it is such a cool looking movie. I just can't wait to see like all the visuals for it. Even this part where she's like getting attacked and they're like waving the batons, the stun batons around. It just looks cool. It's like just waving through, and I'm sure that was like a chopped up little sequence where they shortened it. But that was probably a decent, maybe like a small fight scene, but it still looked cool. And you just see like the thing waving around in the darkness. That could probably have some cool effect to it if, of course, not overdone. Because I can see that getting on really fast. It's just like a light moving through the air. But I still think that's pretty cool. I like the visuals, like when the guy takes her face off and stuff like that. But I'm enjoying this. I think it looks really good. It's got that old style. Every time I see that car, I'm like, that's basically just a car from like the 80s. But it looks good. So definitely excited for this movie. I was excited, when it was announced and stuff. I know it's got all this controversy and all that stuff. Personally speaking, I couldn't care less. I don't have time for all that crap. But we see, I want to say, I feel like they're called Tachikomas, if I remember right. It's been a while since I've seen Ghost in the Shell, so I know it's something like that. And I'm pretty sure that means spider in Japanese, or like the word that I'm like really close to, I believe means spider in Japanese. But it's cool that we get to see them, and like I said, they are definitely, especially going off of my most familiar, where I'm most familiar with them, being Ghost in the Shell, standalone complex. They're very cutesy in that, and like they talk to each other and stuff like that. And they always like play around and things. So definitely a more militarized version in this, and that's kind of what it is in the original movie as well, if I remember correctly. But I like that we get to hear somebody yell Major, which I thought was cool. I can't remember all the characters' names right now, but it's the guy who always yells Major, so it was cool to just have that minute little moment. But I like this. I think that's a pretty good trailer. Of course, would love to know what you guys thought about it, so please comment below and know your favorite parts, or least favorite parts about this trailer. Let's see, when is this thing coming out? I keep forgetting. Whoops. Oh, coming soon. So, it's coming soon. Whenever it's supposed to come out, it's going to come out. But I'm assuming we're going to have another trailer before this, or before the movie actually does come out. And I could have sworn they already had a release date for it. So it's weird. I don't know why. I could have sworn that there was an official release date already. But if we do end up getting another trailer, which I'm pretty sure we will, considering it's just a coming soon, we'll probably get like another decent trailer before the film has it, or the next trailer will probably have the official release date for it. So I would love to know what you guys want to see from the next trailer. Maybe it's more of the other characters, because so far they've really only focused on two. Of course, we have our main character, and then we have the really big dude. I really can't think of his name. I know it starts with a B, but it's been so long I just can't remember the characters' names. We get a glimpse at who I assume is going to be the non-augmented character. He showed up for like half a second in this trailer. I'm pretty sure that's who that guy was supposed to be playing. So we finally got a glimpse of him, but they haven't really focused a lot on the other members of the team. So I would love to see more of them, and maybe even some of their action sequences, and how much they're going to dive into that. I mean, they did a good job in the original films. Depending on how long this ends up going, they can do the same thing and it comes out, where we still get a good enough backstory for all the characters within the team and why they are the way that they are. So I hope that's how this movie plays out, but I like this trailer. Like I said, would love to know what you guys thought about it, so please comment below, let me know, and thanks for watching.